This is a Josh Allen Donruss Downtown worth over $300. And now it's worth nothing. Why did I just do that? Well, it's not because I love destroying expensive sports cards. It's because this one was a counterfeit and I paid full price for it. So I'm making this video to tell you how this happened and to stop you from making the same mistake. And be sure to watch to the end because I reveal where cards like these are coming from. So let's start with the listing. I bought this on a platform called Mercari, which I actually love. Listed here from Diamond Collections. And these images here are actually the ones of the card that I received. So they didn't do any kind of a switcheroo. Listed at $390. I ended up getting it for about $315 before fees. And when I looked at these images, I was mostly just looking at corners and centering. The idea of the possibility of a counterfeit was not even on my mind. The day came and the package arrived. I opened it up, took a quick look at the corners and the centering, thought, yeah, we might have a 10, maybe a 9 here. I threw it in a card saver and I threw it in my pile of cards to be graded. I slowly gather them in a pile, and once I hit 20, I send in a submission. Well, the day finally came and I hit that 20th card, and just as a double check, I went through all of my cards and tried to be really honest with myself, really look at them, make sure they're in good value. And when I looked at the Josh Allen Downtown, I started to see some problems. So in looking at this card closely, you can see it's got the nice shine. It has every consistency and feel of an authentic sports card. It's the right dimensions, the edges feel the same. You can see this sheen, just like, it looks super legit. Now let's look at this card a little closely and see what we can see about it that's kind of weird. First glance, it looks okay. But let's take a closer gander. So do you see how that, the top of that emblem around the logo is a little pixelated? That's what started to give it away for me. And then look at that black outline around the logo. Same thing down here. All of this is just looking a little fuzzy. It's just ever so slightly soft. And then check this out, the Josh Allen, the words there with that black outline, it's a total dead giveaway. Here's another thing to look at. If I get the light just right, check out these dotted lines all the way down. You can kind of see it there on his jersey right there. Maybe if I get my light. So yeah, you see it right along there, just these dotted lines all the way up and down. I pulled up an image of a PSA authenticated Josh Allen Downtown, and that's when it really became clear. So looking at the PSA authenticated card, this jumps out right away. Look at this logo, white border around. No such thing on the card, a key detail left out by the counterfeiter. But also, just note, this also could just be me, but this image just feels a little more crisp. Now let's head to the back. Look at the Josh Allen name, no black outline. Look at the top of this here emblem. You don't see any of that pixelation. And then on the outside of this logo, you don't see any of that black outline. It's just a fresh white outline. Just to be sure, I took the card and I went down to my favorite sports card shop, Port City Sports Collectibles. I just wanted a second opinion from someone in the hobby to look at this with their own two eyes.
The first thing is the logo. We pull up the same one here. It's already graded, so you know that this one's legit. There's a nice white border around the Donruss logo here. It looks very pixelated on the back of this card. This is very crisp and clear. I wouldn't take the chance of sending it in or anything like that.
But you want it for $300? I'm just kidding. After confirming this was a fake, I did what any good buyer would do, and I tried to get my money back. I started first with the Mercari platform. But the problem was it had been long over 15 days since I made the order. Because I just bought it, took a quick look and put it in a pile, too much time had passed to get a refund. And so I tried to work it out directly with the seller, see if they'd be willing to make it right in any way. And what ended up happening is they ghosted me and blocked me. So here's the seller's Mercari page, Diamond Collections. You can see the types of stuff he's selling. Some Pokemon, looks like some games, some Pokemon packs, a little bit of baseball. He actually has really good reviews, 99 5-star reviews. This kind of tells me I don't actually think he knew it was fake. although I can't be sure. Here, you can see the listing here. So let me show you here when I tried to message him. Early on, I tried to be soft, said, hey, it turns out you probably didn't know it was a fake. What can we do to make it right? He talks about how he got it from a live stream. Talks about how he got it from a live stream and he won't be buying from that seller. I follow up with him here. Did you ever get a chance to get in touch with the real seller? What would you be willing to do to make it right? I wanted to get the info of the original seller because in this video I wanted to see if I could track it down and find who was actually making this. But what ended up happening if I tried to say, hey man, just following up here. You cannot buy, chat, blah, 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 blah. This indicates that he blocked me. So like, I can't even follow him now. Watch this, click here, cannot follow. Literally blocked me, didn't respond. I think this tells me that he just didn't want to deal with it. Which tells me that either they knew it was a fake or they just had no desire to make it right, which I was really disappointed in humanity just at that point, because I would like to think that they didn't know it was a fake. And if I sold somebody a $350 card that was fake, I would want to at least make it right. At least maybe a partial refund, but no. Nowhere to go with Mercari and the seller blocking me. I'm literally stuck with this card. So I decided to destroy it so nobody can make that same mistake. Through some internet searching and a little bit of luck, look what I found. The exact counterfeit card for sale on Etsy for $95. And check out the back of the card. Same flaws we pointed out earlier. This card is for sale for $95 and a little line right here says novelty replica and should be bought and treated as such. What's crazy though is look at this. This guy makes tons of these. What's interesting is even though that Josh Allen card had that little disclaimer, not all of these do. And check out this Joe Burrow optic downtown for $65. No disclaimer whatsoever. And what's crazy is looks like he even got a little bit better. Look at the card very carefully as soon as you get in the mail. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you thought this was helpful. Comment below what your thoughts are. I'm going to be putting out more and more videos of how to help people have success in the hobby we all love of collecting sports cards.